Hi Scorpio, this is your May 2019 reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you to all of those that have liked, shared and subscribed to my channel. I always appreciate it. It really is amazing. Now we're coming along to May already. The time has gone so quick. There's quite a few energies that are coming around here at all planetary energies that I have found that are happening to a lot of people. Currently, I'm pretty sure that we're in a Pluto retrograde. And I've found some interesting stuff from the previous readings that I've been doing. So there's a lot going on. And if you wanted to get further information, there are some brilliant astrologers out there on YouTube that'll be able to let you know how Pluto retrograde affects your individual star sign. It's fascinating, it really is. So that can actually go in conjunction with the cards. So without further ado, Scorpio, I'm going to see what's come for you for May 2019. Your overall energies, fabulous. The Six of Pentacles. This is beautiful. When the Six of Pentacles comes forward, it can actually mean that there's money around you. There might be a need for give and take, but also it can mean money coming to you, given to you, loans, gifts. So this may be something very auspicious coming for you in regards to money. Interesting, because we've got, oh, wow. So at the bottom of the cards, we've got the Star card and the Ace of Wands. So this is absolutely fabulous. And the Hermit. So just taking that into consideration, we're not going to use that, but just know there are brand new beginnings that you might find in your money sector. So let's have a look for you, Scorpio. First, I'm going to go through them later. I'll just pull them first. First of all is Temperance coming through. 10 of Swords. 6 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. Oh, sorry, that was a 7 of Wands. Gosh, can't count. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going the King of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, it is hard to see. I've got a fair bit of light there happening. A bit of glare, I should say. And the Knight of Wands. So this is really good, actually, when we're having a look at this for your Scorpio, for your May 2019 reading here. Now, Temperance comes up and it says there's going to be a lot of healing. It's going to be a lot better for you. This is balance coming into for you. And when you have the 6 of Pentacles, there's balance as well with that card too. So the balance is needed perhaps in your financial area, your work area. So it probably is something, considering that we've got Wands here, something to do with your work area. So there may be healing that's coming to you, but it's also having patience. So whatever you haven't found before or you've been waiting on for a while, you're going to have that patience, or you've had the patience to be able to get through this. So let's have a look further. The 10 of Wands indicates that it can be an end, an ending to something, an ending of the backstabbing. Goodness me, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So end of the backstabbing. So it's an end of something that's coming through. So perhaps an end of a rough cycle that you've had that's been going on with the work, or with the fact that you needed some balance in your finance area too. Not forgetting that sometimes, because I don't read the cards but in reverse, this can be the fact that you're having a little bit of trouble. You're actually holding yourself back a little bit here. And you're just sitting there going, you're waiting. You've always, had this heavy burden too. So it can be a little bit like the 10 of Wands when we're looking at this one. The 6 of Wands, but I don't know whether I said it before. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. So please take what you need and discard the rest, because it's just about impossible that it will resonate with everybody. But here, this is a card of success. So what I'm also getting, this is success, accolades, recognition. What I'm getting from this is maybe that you've waited a long time for perhaps a recognition, for the pay rise, for things to move forward and become successful. You may find that you've been waiting quite some time for everything to come about. Maybe you've worked really, really hard, and I know a lot of us do, because when we're coming here, the 7 of Wands says there's an internal battle, and it's standing up for yourself, standing up for your rights, being defensive. So having a look at these cards, says that maybe you've waited a long time for this success and you feel that you've been patient, but you may have to just be that little bit more patient here, because this is quite defensive, this card, standing up for yourself here. The King of Cups comes in and says, I'm just being that, I've got to hold back that information. Maybe there's something, and I'm feeling that, because it can be the emotional side of, you know, your work, you're feeling that you haven't achieved that success that you'd actually like. But I'm actually feeling about maybe there's something new in your line of work that you'd like to bring out, that you'd like to try, the creative side of it, because wands are also creative too, that you haven't shared with the world yet or brought it out. Now, this may be a new idea, a new vision. You haven't yet brought it forward, and maybe you're just keeping it to yourself. And maybe it's about waiting for the right time to do that, to actually bring it out. But I can see here that you've been waiting on the success. Maybe this is something that is, and it is all about divine timing, just to make you aware, you know, when it's supposed to come about, it will come about. So there may be that recognition that you're looking for, the success, but you're holding back on something that you may wanted to bring forward, and maybe it's been held back on you. Okay, taking that to an account, because this is an energy. It could be you, could be the other person, or it could be just the energy that's around. The Five of Swords says, now there may be something, and this is what I'm getting from Spirit here too, there may be something that you may have to review, okay? You're letting go of something in order for new stuff to come back, to come forward. All right, sorry, not come back. I reckon you might have to change something that you may have thought of perhaps producing or sharing with the world, or you know, putting it out there, but you're holding back on it, or you're holding your vision for just to wait to the right time for it to come out. And it's interesting because I had a show on last night, a platform show, and we're talking about somebody not being ready. And a lot of the time when you feel that you're not ready and you say that you're not ready, chances are you are ready, but it's your fear that is holding you back. So this is about just looking at it, and maybe something that you need to review before you can come out and before it can be brought out to the world. And like I said, again, this could be in the creative world too. So with your work, you may have been wanting to bring out some tarot cards or something like that, but you feel that it's not the right time, stuff like that. It's the creative side. But the Eight of Wands comes and says, hang on a minute, this is going to, if you choose a path, if you decide to go and you're ready for it, and I know that you've been patient, and there is a need for patience, but if you go forward with it, this can be really good news coming in very, very quickly. It's very swift. So swift news regarding your creative endeavors. So should you choose to actually bring that forward, because I can see you sort of sitting there going, oh, hang on a minute, I'm not ready, but I am ready, but I want to do it and I don't know how. So to me, there is quite a little bit of confusion here going around with your decision too. The Eight of Swords, another one indicating that it's something that perhaps you're not prepared to see. Perhaps you're holding back. You're not coming forward. It's a self-imposed limitation, and you're stressing here a little bit about it, like mental stress. And you're sitting there going, oh, but I can't do it. To me, this is a real confidence thing coming forward, because have a look at the deeper situation here with it. If you don't need anyone's approval to do things, you know, regarding work, except for bosses and, you know, the normal thing. But if you're working for yourself too, you don't need approval. It's about doing it your own way. But if you're holding back on stuff that you think that you can't bring forward, this is saying that should you choose to bring it forward, there's really good chance it's going to work out very, very well. But I think this is internal, a lot of it's internal conflict here that you've got here about moving forward and your own confidence. We've come up with the Eight of Pentacles. This can mean study. It can mean really investing in your future, putting your knuckles down and getting into it, working hard for the future. So seeing the long-term goals that it can produce. Maybe you're not thinking that you can see it will turn out to a long-term future or will help long-term future. But when we come to the Knight of Wands here, it says there is movement, there is change, and this is very good change too, because it's the Knight is actually taking that action, that passionate action, bringing it forward and bringing it in. Because here, the Six of Pentacles. Now, for some odd reason, I'm hearing a book. So some of you may actually been wanting to launch a book, because I'm hearing author from Spirit. So you may have wanted to actually write a book, but have been procrastinating about it and not thinking that it's good enough. Well, you may get an offer. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. I'm also going to pick you another card, Scorpio. This is for the final message here for the month of May, the overall message here. And this is the Chinese fortune reading cards that we've got there for you. And be very interesting to see what comes out for you here. Okay, work. Yeah. That's a very interesting card. So please know that there's either something that you've worked really, really hard on, because it is to do with work, that you want to bring to the fore, that you've kept perhaps a little bit to yourself. You don't think it's the right time to come out, but it's actually saying it's going to be really good should you actually come out and bring it out. So whether you're writing that book, whether you're making the tarot cards, whether you're changing your job situation, whether you're implementing something new in your work, there are favourable outcomes definitely for this one, Scorpio. So enjoy May 2019, because it's all about you coming out and enjoying. I'll see you next time.